Hello, welcome to Nephtara Grace. If you're new, welcome in. If you've been here before, welcome back. We're going to jump into the energy because, quite frankly, that's what I want to do. There's a spiritual war going on. I'm involved. I'm participating. So if my tone seems a little fill in the blank, it's because it is. And if I say something spicy, I can. And if you get offended, please leave. All right? Is that all covered? We got all that? Okay, cool. Great. Let's get it. Now, if you watch my channel, you are probably involved in this spiritual war on one side or the other. You like that part? Let's get it. Gibo. Big steppers are here. Now these. Yeah, it's for real out here. Anybody playing? Die guys. I'm telling you, nobody's playing right here. Incas. AWAS. Now look. This is something like this. But who would do this? An idiot. Because we already went over all the protection over this. So this right here, this is a whole divine union. This is a whole divine union right here. Okay? And this is something that God or the divine has determined is needed. Okay? But look, you know it. They know it, but somebody out here don't. They just not gonna have. Whoever this is an enemy of God. This war is God. This. See, y'all don't know God. Y'all may have heard about God. Y'all may know of God. Y'all probably heard a couple rumors about God, and you think that because you heard somebody talking about somebody, you don't know God. Don't get me started. I already told you I'm on one. You don't know. And here's what gets me. The level of ignorance being perpetrated on the planet right now, but combine that same ignorance with top level arrogance. I've never seen something so toxic in my life. And I've been around for a minute. Like all my lifetimes combined, this shit takes the cake right now. So you don't know shit. But instead of getting answers, pretend like you do know something, so you can go around acting like it's wild. I just am telling you. So, and I've been picking up on some situation out here with some little coven or cult, whatever the hell they want to call themselves. I don't know, and I don't care. But what I will tell you is whatever is happening here, it is directly about God. There are people involved, yes, but there are people who have some type of actual animosity towards God. Now, hold on. Because I got to make sure that you're clear about the severity of the issue. I didn't say these people had a problem with Allah. I didn't say these people had a problem with Buddha. I didn't say these people had a problem. I'm telling you, these people, they have a problem with the Most High God. It's like they don't think there should be a Most High. They think there should just be a bunch of deities running around doing whatever they want. And so whoever's the strongest gets to be the one. Well, newsflash, dumbass, that's exactly what happened. That's how the Most High God became the Most High God. And that's what I'm telling you, y'all don't know God. Y'all don't even know your story. You don't understand the number of wars that have taken place in the heavens such that the Most High God became the Most High God. You think there's not constantly lower energies trying to make themselves supreme? Of course there are. That's what drives me crazy. Like people out here, like, why do you think you're so slick? Why do you think that what you're doing is so genius and no one knows because no one's gonna figure it out? Kid, motherfucker's been doing that shit since. Come on now, you're not doing nothing new, especially when you're targeting the practitioners, facilitators, the adepts, the novices, the acolytes of the Most High God. See, I'm telling you, if you run around worshiping somebody else, they're not bothering you. They're not bothering you. They're not bothering you. If you worshiping false white light, they're not bothering you. If you worshiping the false Christian God, they don't bother you. I came to provoke y'all today. They're not bothering you if you're a Christian. You want me to say it again another way? Or did you get it that time? These people, these organizations are only targeting people who have an actual factual connection with the Most High God. That's who's being targeted. Please don't lie to yourself or confuse yourself or make up something that isn't real out here. That's why God is intervening themselves. That's why this is going down. Listen, when I tell you, ooh, see, y'all don't understand. It's Samhain season. It's the ancestors walk. And it's Freaky fucking Friday. I'm telling you, it's about to get real spooky. Y'all see that Scooby-Doo's when they go to Spooky Island? That's what this is. It's real. It's about to get. See, y'all see this, the theme right here? Y'all see this theme? The moon. You see that moon crying? Spooky Island. And here's what's so great. Here's what I love. Because normally, y'all know I'm a psychic medium. I love the ancestors, right? This time, this year, God said, everybody sit down. I'm going to do it. You call on a ghost this sound if you want to. Try a Halloween ritual this year and watch what happens. I'm telling you. I have an ancestor ritual every Halloween. I'm about to put this year's details up on my Instagram and website so you can register. And when I tell you, usually every year the ancestors be like, oh my God, party time. This year, the ancestors are like, do we have to buy a ticket in advance? Is this like registration? They are in line. They not rowdy over there. They're raged. They're enraged. I keep seeing angels and ancestors with weapons. I'm telling you, it's a whole ass war going on. They come into the party I'm throwing because it's a party. And because they know they don't have to be on the streets on the 31st. God gonna be on the streets on the 31st. If you can hear what I'm saying, I hope you can hear what I'm saying. Y'all's ancestors gonna be partying with me. So whatever go down in the streets this Friday, that's God. And I promise you it's gonna be creepy, spooky, and scary. And it's gonna trip people out. They're gonna swear the devil running around. Nah, that ain't the devil. Nah, the devil already had their chance. The devil went first. Now, what's about to happen? No, what's about to happen gonna clean up what the devil did. Okay? Now, this is the moon theme out here, and if I'm lying, I'm flying. People out here taking their lives into their own hands and tell you, lots of lives got taken into hands that aren't big enough to hold it. So all them lives about to fall down, just like the lies that got told right beside them. I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to fuck. You're crazy. Crazy. Who the hell goes up against God? What the hell is wrong? What the hell? Y'all got me nervous out here. When God gave you a brain and that's what you came up with, I'm nervous. I'm nervous for you. Talking about biting the hand that feeds you. God, He gave you life, gave you breath. You got here on this planet. Your body worked, and that's it. Listen, I'm gonna break it all the way down because I got to. These people run around here in this energy. These people, I'm gonna be so real. Outside of mental illness, there's nothing wrong with these people. That's what makes it so ugly. They're not differently abled people. Obviously they're not the sharpest crayons in the box, but they don't have any life altering. That shit didn't happen to them. I'll say I'm savage mode today, so I'm gonna comb through everybody's energy. I got a group of 12 people right here. Let me see the lines. Okay, there's a disability in one family. Nobody in the group has a disability. Nobody in the group has anything wrong. They're just mentally not tight. Okay. But there's about 3 people in this group who do have somebody disabled related to them. But I promise you, whenever they get up and do magic, they're not doing it to heal their loved ones. And these people would never bring their loved ones to somebody like me or like you to be healed, tribe. They wouldn't do it. No, they would, however, continue to meet up on the full moon and their little, what is that? Sometimes they're in the woods. Sometimes they're in this, what is that? It's a building, but oh, that's weird. Anyway, they be inside, sometimes they be outside. But when they gather, it's about harnessing hate to produce abundance. These people understand emotional manipulation. They understand energy. They understand that the emotion doesn't matter. It's the charge that's to it. So they actually bring their hatred. They bring their jealousy. They bring the word incest is coming in. I didn't see that coming. Okay. All right, well, there's that. But they use that as the fuel for their magic. So by default, all of their magic is evil. Okay? They're fueling it with hatred and jealousy and envy. They're charging their words with that. Damn. And at the core of this, because I'm sitting here being, at the core of this is they feel like God is unfair. Okay. So mind you, these are people, I'm telling you, I'm not going to tell you all the details because I can see a lot. It is men and women. Okay. It's more brunettes than blondes in this group. If you want me to throw out some clues, I'll throw out some clues. Okay. They bow their heads together. Okay. They really believe in this. And I'm not going to break down why. I'm just going to let you know they do. These are everyday people. Like when they're not in this group, they're everyday. Somebody works at a bank. Somebody sells cars. Somebody works in a hospital. Somebody works in the judicial system. Somebody's in law enforcement. A couple entrepreneurs. Okay, it's a mixed bag. See what I mean? But these are people who were born, if you and I saw them, they would be normal. We see them in the store. I'm telling you, you see these people at the store, you see them in the pickup line for your kids at the daycare, they're normal, okay? But these are people who inside, they hate God. And they hate God because they were not born with spiritual gifts. They're saying one or two of them were, but they didn't take time to develop it. Oh, I don't want to go that deep, y'all. That's a lot. That's like a whole web. Anyway. So they want gifts. They want to predict the future because they're like, oh, if I could predict the future, I could play the stock market. Right? Y'all know how this kind of stuff works. And then, but they start doing magic. Well, because you can get your ancestors or certain spirits to tell you things in exchange for things. And that's how this started. But it's a full-blown cult/coven at this point. It's no longer just gathering for drinks and let's see if this happens and oh my God, that worked. Like they did that enough that they figured out this works, that they made it a legit official container, a thing, and invited people in. Okay. This whole group is founded on God isn't fair. God isn't right. We know better. We know better. These are people who feel this way inside. And so wherever they are in life, a lot of them have families. Is there anybody who doesn't have a family in this group? I see one person who doesn't have like a family, right? And like so they go home and they're single and both their parents may have already passed away. Okay, so they have, I think, maybe siblings or who have kids, but this person, their own home is quiet. Okay, y'all. Yeah, they're saying doctors, lawyers, teachers, nurses. Like y'all. They should have been gifted. They should have been born psychic. They should have been the one to have these gifts because they know what to do with it. And so they've been for years doing these demonic rituals to get these gifts in a way that they don't understand they will have to pay for. And I think we're talking about now because it's pay time. What's been done in darkness is coming to light. Now it's time for them to pay all that back. The group started 8 years ago. And somebody connected to Tribe has been in it for 5 years. Okay. Let me get, can I get rid of these? What the fuck, man? See, this, God, I hate playing with these people. Let me get a different 3. I said give me 3 and they gave me 3. I don't like it. Give me another 3. Watch, I got 3 more. Let's see about this 3. Oh shit. I love it. I've been talking to God all morning. We're just here. Well, it's 4, but it tells the same story of the first 3, so that's what I get for asking again. But let's do the numbers. We got number 45 out here, 36. That's 9 twice. That is what it is. Oop, there's 9 3 times with Winter's Dream gestation period. So that's reflexive energy. Let's go back to this first 3. Number 8, number. We're back to the theme of trust. There's a lot coming through. I'm going to use my words responsibly here. This the oracles are talking about trusting in the timing of something. The seasons matter. So something that you may be expecting now will likely bloom in the winter, which is interesting because we don't normally think of winter as a blooming time, but this is significant. Okay, this is, I've got come together and commitment out here. This is about a relationship, as we pointed to with the runes, okay? But this is also about letting go of how you may have done things in the past. I've got big time mirror energy out here with 1221 and 6336. I feel like there's some type of, the word pregnant pause is coming up right before something shifts or like a dam bursts. But it's perfect because this pause, this sacred silence is allowing the echoes of the past to come up. It's strings that are tied to narratives that we no longer weave need to be released and let go. And so although you may feel as if something isn't moving or as fast as you want it to, you're being asked to trust that you are in divine flow, you are in divine alignment, and this is a recent channeling. It's like there was something, you can't see it, but maybe you can feel it. There's these tendrils, these webs that were residual on you that are coming off in this in-between space, okay? So you want to trust the process. Don't try to rush it. There's nothing wrong. Sometimes our healing is active, and we're very aware of what we're healing when we're healing it, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes there's a healing being done on our behalf, and we get to receive it. Okay, so this may be one of those times. All right. Somebody is crying. Somebody is upset. I feel like this is someone who thought that what they were doing in the dark was going to stay hidden. They never expected to be exposed. I'm hearing, but they are. And it's over. This full moon coming up is hella significant. It's going to be a full moon in Libra. Here's my ephemeris. This reading might be a little longer. Y'all will live. Y'all will make it. Okay. 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 Ooh, this is rough. Yeah, Mars in Scorpio. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm picking up on. Like this, very much like, oh shit, I'm caught. You know what I did, and it's not even necessarily that what's getting this person, like what has this person in tears is getting caught for what they did. It's what has this person in tears is their motives, their subconscious motives for why they did what they did are exposed. That is a problem because that means this behavior has to stop. Okay? When we have subconscious trauma or whatever running our lives, it's very easy to just let it run your life and pretend like there's nothing you can do about it. But once it gets distinguished, like, oh, this is happening because XYZ, right? Then it's hard to keep doing the same thing and getting away with it. So you could try the whole like, oh yeah, I didn't, oh, oops, I didn't know, right? But it's just not gonna work. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Because you know, and the people around you know. Okay? So I feel like that's what has this person in tears is, yeah, I think, so they must have thought, this is someone who was being a victim. Yeah, this is, oh, yeah. It's like they were a secret bully. So during the daytime, this person is, oh my God, this is crazy. During the day, this person is Clark Kent. At night, they don't become Superman, they become a super villain. Wow, that's crazy. So full moon in Taurus on November 5th. Yeah, so this full moon in Taurus is, oof. Oof. Skadoosh, bruh. Oh, Lord. Y'all, that Taurus full moon. Yeah, I might have to check. I don't know. Anyway, let me keep moving. That Taurus full moon is not going to be great for this person. Damn, that moon is, oof, Taurus. God, that's rough. But it goes back to what I was saying. You know, when we talk about material comforts, material wealth, what we're willing to do for it. And there are throughout history, there's always been people willing to sacrifice, I mean, literally their own blood for money. Y'all know. And this is that type of vibe. This is that type of vibe and that type of reckoning out here. You know, this Taurus full moon is like, okay, you wanted a house, a car, you wanted all these things. This is how you went about it. The moon's going to show everybody how you got what you got. Not only will the moon show you what you have, this Taurus moon is going to show what you have, but how you got it. Thanks to it sitting in fucking Scorpio land, but how you got it. This is the goddess holding the container. Something about it, y'all. Something about this right here. Let me get one of these cards over here. This is wild. And yeah, you guys, I know you could tell like the vibe shifted in the reading too. This is somebody is like, oof. Okay. Yeah. I see something else on it. Damn. Okay, one more because this is hidden. This is like, yeah. So 28 building blocks, 47 go the distance. Coming out after Aphrodite, it gives like the beginning of a relationship where you're at the beginning stages and you're building it up. Like you're putting in the work up front so that the relationship has the opportunity to go the distance. And then last but not least, 36 where it comes to the edge. Don't forget, we've already got 63 and 36 out here in these other oracle cards. So again, this is like all these hearts. I don't think there's any, I think the only thing riskier than love is true spirit, authentic spirituality. I think those are the two riskiest things on the planet. It's like true love and true authentic spirituality. I don't think it gets any riskier than that. Because the matrix we live in. But yes. Okay, so yes. Okay. So wintertime, commitment. That's what it is. It's winter's dream 63, commitment 36, come to the edge 36. So it's like it's given some relationship takes off in the winter. All right. All right. I'm like, oh, okay, let me get one of these. Let me get some tarot because what is this even? Ooh, I think I know what it is. I'm like, what is this? Emerald tablet activation. Oh, gorgeous. Cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, conscious manifesting. Hey, yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Laying foundations at the bottom of the deck again, inner earth. That's what this is. Uh-oh. That's why they crying. Somebody is crying. All right, let me get... This is the deck you guys wanted. Okay. Holy Spirit, ancestors, ascended masters, archangels, legions of light, gods and goddesses, thank you for protecting me as I channel messages for this tribe. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to know. So I can support the tribe as we live on job and ground. As above, so below. So it is because it is so. Yeah, King of Swords and the Empress, what's up? On the Five of Coins, what? King of Swords on the Isle of the Empress, put it back. What you talking about? That was just me splitting the deck. That's what's up. Three of Coins. See, hold on. So some collaboration was not on the up and up. There was an unequal exchange. Somebody was just being greedy. Somebody was giving more than they were taking. But they were doing it on purpose. Yeah. Probably under the guise of some type of romance, but it was never about romance. Not with the Knight of Cups. No. It was about... It's about them having some type of status, though. Make them look a certain way. Yeah. This was a connection with what do they call these? That's my dad. I know my dad. Hey dad, what's up? He said a beard relationship. My dad be cracking me up from the other side. Yeah, so this is what they call a beard relationship. Okay, this three of coins was supposed to look like a happy marriage, so that nobody knew that the person was really emotionally unstable and down low. Okay, right, and down low. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so damn. So there was intentional, they're saying blind work going on, Empress, like Seven of Cups, Eight of Swords, Empress, but the way the cards literally shot out into the left, it's like this person was doing rituals to keep you blind to that they didn't really like you, they didn't really love you, they didn't really want to be with you, they just needed a beard, they just needed a front. This person was, everything they did was to try to convince you that and I'm hearing that you knew some, you would pick up on that this person didn't like you, but they would say something or make a gesture and you think, oh no, they're just having a bad day or something like that. Yeah, but now you know, like you're not confused at all. You're not confused. You're not blind. Like you don't, like you are clear, and that's part of the justice too. Because I feel like this person maybe was talking about marriage to you, even though they knew it wasn't possible. Empress, the Nine of Coins. They needed this relationship as a cover. but they may have tried to, but they may have, so, okay, oof, damn. So they needed a relationship as a cover, but instead of being great with you, because they couldn't, because they just aren't into you, okay, let's keep it real, keep it a buck. They instead tried to bring you down, so you felt like you had to stay with them, okay? And that's the reading. There it is. That's your reading. I'm going to leave it right here. I hope it brought you clarity and confirmation. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Turn on your post notifications so the next time I read, you'll know all about it. Kid, time is a construct. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind for the next person. Okay? Use your discernment. In the meantime, trust your path, your process, and your purpose. Peace.